They was texting, and this was arguing, and while we was together, you know. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be filming a story time. This story time is going to be about the time that my ex messed with my coworker. So we're gonna call him B and we're gonna call her A. And I'm not gonna be telling you my job because I don't want to be no problems. So me and he was friends for I think about 3 years before we went together. We was friends for 3 years. And when we finally went together, it didn't even last long. Like, we only last for like 2 months. So anyways, I finally had get me a little job, because I was looking for a job before that, and I finally find me a little job. And me and him was together at the time. This was summertime. During the relationship, he was nice at first. Like, he was always nice. Let me correct myself. He was always nice throughout the relationship. Like, there was barely any arguing or any disagreements or anything like that. The only problem that I had with that relationship was that we barely saw each other. Like, we would go like 2 weeks without seeing each other, and that used to bother me, because I used to feel like, I know that couples need space, and like, you can't just like smother your significant other in the relationship because they may need their own personal time. But we used to go like 2 weeks without talking, and I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Like, who goes that long without talking to their girl? I remember one time he went like a whole month without seeing me. Like, we talked for like the whole, I know what y'all gonna say. That dumb, stupid. I should have done him right there. But anyways, you know, when you're in love, you do stupid stuff. So he went like a whole month without seeing me, but we would talk like every day. And even when we would talk, it wouldn't be like we talk like a long time. It would just be like a couple minutes of conversation, and that's it. So I used to feel like I wasn't getting enough attention in a relationship. That was my main issue with the relationship. Not knowing that this guy was cheating on me from the beginning to the ending of the relationship. And I had a feeling that he was, because who goes down without seeing a girl? And it's probably because you don't want to be seen with me, or that you have hoes like coming by your house. So like, it have to be some reason why you didn't want to like be seen with me, or you didn't want to be with me, and that's because he was cheating. So let's get into everything that happened and this juicy story time. So anyways, as y'all know, I barely saw him or whatever, and I figured that was the reason he was cheating on me. So at this new job, I had this coworker, and I had, how to say this, a friend that was working at this job. And it turns out that like, my friend, he was trying to get with my friend, and my friend, like, at the time, she didn't know that we was together, because I like, for my own personal reasons, I would wait like at least a couple months before I tell people that I'm with somebody, because, you know, I have to wait till the relationship lasts to see if me and him is really going to last before I go and go brag about the relationship. And half the time you go and brag about the relationship and you look dumb. So he was trying to get with my friend, and my friend had worked at a job too. And my friend was like, no, like, my friend wasn't really taking the press. Like, my friend was like, no, like, I don't want you, whatever. And he was like pressing she, and was all what was together. And she put him on to her friend. She didn't know who was together, but she put him on to her friend. And I guess he like, well, she was telling me what happened. So basically, they was texting, and this was arguing, and while we was together, you know, they was texting, and I guess he bring her to his house, and they, you know, they did the do's or whatever. I can't say the word because I don't want this video to get demonetized. Anyways, I can't say the word, but you know what they do. Yeah. So he bring her back to the house, and they do what they do or whatever, and they've been dealing while we was together. And I have a feeling, like, I never really like been able to get evidence. But I get evidence at those, but I never been able to get evidence that he was messing with other girls. But I just know that he was messing with other girls, but he was messing with me, because that's the reason that he didn't want me to come over there a lot. Or that's probably the reason why we barely used to hang out, because that time that he was supposed to be spending with me, he was spending with other girls. And I actually don't blame the girl, because she didn't know that me and him was together. So yeah, I'm sorry, but if you deal with a man and you know he got a woman, you wrong. But she didn't know, so I didn't like like I didn't feel any type of way towards her. It was hard working with her when I find out what happened, but you know, I didn't like harbor any like anger for she or anything like that. Anyways, going on to the ending of the relationship, he messed with my coworker. Going on to the ending of my relationship now, how we done? Okay, so me and him, well, I feel like the relationship was kind of already going downwards because I wanted to done him for long because I felt like I wasn't getting any attention. But anyways, I think he ended up ghosting me by the end of the relationship, and then I sent him this long paragraph. Me even gonna get into all of that, but I sent him this long paragraph and I cussed him out. And basically, to be honest, I feel like he's a punk. I feel like if you had the, and this can go for every guy, if you had the balls to cheat, then you should have the balls to go in your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend face and tell her what you do. So anyways, I guess that's a story about how I found out that he was messing with my coworker. And how I found out was through the same friend that he was trying to get with. That's how I found out that he was messing with my coworker. And I found that out at the ending of the relationship. I actually had a feeling that he was cheating on me because like every time we would hang out, like his phone would be blowing up, like but then, you know, you're supposed to trust each other in a relationship, and I think that's where I went wrong. I trusted him. And people love to say when you're in relationships that you should trust your significant other or there is no relationship, but I can give y'all some good advice. If he don't give you a reason to trust him, don't trust him. That is as simple as that. He have to earn your trust. That's what I'm trying to say. He have to earn your trust before you could go and trust him. So anyways, that's the story time about how I get played. Anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, all of that, and we out.